is Sunday here on the Big Bear Homestead, and holy crap, I just had a tree almost fall on me. Well, good morning, guys. Or should I just say morning? It is Sunday here on the Big Bear Homestead, and holy crap, I just had a tree almost fall on me. like literally, there's a branch right next to it, right here. This branch just fell out of the tree. That big old stick right there just fell out of the tree while I was recording. I think somebody's trying to tell me something this morning. Anyway, so I'm walking around. We've been keeping Gizmo on a leash lately just to kind of train him, and we're walking him around. I've been walking him around in the morning time and checking everything. We had a really long slow rain yesterday, so everything is soaking wet. It's not my best time to see everything that's on the homestead because nothing looks good when it's wet and nasty. So we're going to move our birds. We were going to move them at the beginning of the weekend, but because of the weather, we decided to wait till after the rain, because in our experience in the past, you have to really be careful with getting the chickens out and getting them acclimated, and it's hard to do that when it's cold and it's wet. So I'm gonna go inside, go grab some of these birds, and we're gonna get them moved. Okay, so a little out of breath. Carrying 80 something birds is not for the weak. So we started with 100. We lost 3 right off the rip from stress and things like that. But then we had something happen with 10 of them, and we're pretty sure that had something to do with either the temperature or with food. And that's one thing we're learning: when you raise this many birds at one time, you have to make sure that they have enough space for everybody to feed at the same time, because if not, you have birds that'll get pummeled, and that's what happened with us. But as soon as we changed that and got it situated where we took gutters and ran them along the outside of on the edges of the brooder, then everybody was fine. So we're pretty sure it wasn't temperature as much as it was just food. But now we're getting ready to turn these guys out on grass, and hopefully right around or right before Thanksgiving, we should have some birds ready to dress. Okay, so birds are moved. Pigs are fed, some of them, actually all of them, but this is just 2 of them. These are the only 2 piglets we had from that first batch last year. 2 males, which we didn't cut. But after talking to the guys at Hand Hewn Farm, they said that that's okay as long as you keep them under 3 years old. So these guys are only about a year old. We're probably gonna slaughter one this fall or winter, and then I might just leave one for charcuterie for next year. Not sure, but it's in the works. So keep your fingers crossed on that one. Okay, I'm gonna make a final pass of my pathetic excuse for a garden. Well, it is right now, but we've planted some stuff, and hopefully things will grow. I planted I guess it was yesterday or day before, I planted some turnips and some rutabagas over here because in Georgia, supposedly we can still grow them right now. I've got garlic growing in this bed right here. And then over here, I planted a whole bed full of beets. So I'm hoping that we'll see some growth from that. Still have eggplant. I'm not really sure. This is probably the most prolific eggplant I think I've seen ever. It's still producing eggplant. And I imagine it probably will until the frost. So that's kind of cool. My loofahs didn't do as great as I would have liked for them to do, but I still have some that are hanging on for dear life, hoping that they'll dry out. I may have to cut them off and let them dry inside. So we'll see how that goes. Tomatoes are starting to wind down finally. And I've got beans in the ground, and I actually have little beans growing, so that's pretty cool. They're actually kind of big beans. That's pretty neat. So hopefully we'll have enough to be able to can a few jars. And that's pretty much it for today. We're winding things up because we're getting, oh God, somebody's coming. We're getting ready to go on a trip, and hopefully you'll see that video here within the next few days. But for right now,
you know what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
I'm frolicking in the garden.
Frolicking in the garden. So I'm gonna get back to frolicking in the garden with Jason. And you guys have a great day. God bless, and have a nice day.